How y'all doing? This is Defender of Angels. A little bit about myself. This is my first video. I've been playing poker since 16, but online poker since I was about on and off since I was 19. I got really serious about it about 3 years ago. Still really improving my game. So yeah, I used to be a sit and go grinder, but I'm trying to make my transition to cash, and I made this first video for a couple of buddies of mine, so that they could critique my video making skills. So we'll see how it goes. So if you guys have any comments, go ahead and leave some. And this is 4 or 5 tabling of Pot Limit Omaha, $5. So yeah, here we go. I want to defer the first 2 tables on top, 1 and 2, the bottom 2, 3, and 4, and the top on the far right table 5. In my experience, these stakes, the players aren't positionally aware. They make some really horrendous plays that most PLO players and professionals won't like. But you know, hey, it's micro stakes. Table 2, we pick up 7, 4, 6, 5 suited. 4, 5 is suited, so we raise under the gun. I typically won't raise this in most higher stakes, but you know, it's 5-handed under the gun. We get min re-raised, and in these stakes, usually a min re-raise can mean anything. I really don't have any idea. Let me pause this. Like I said, we get min re-raised by Morass 4, and you know, I don't think he has aces in this spot. Usually when someone has aces in these stakes, they tend to bet 3-bet large or pre, which is what they should do. You know, we flop bottom 2s, and we pick up a pretty good draw as well. So it's a pretty good flop for us. So I'm comfortable trying to get all my money in at this flop. You know, if he can't, you know, maybe he has like maybe ace king or something along those lines. You know, maybe he can't fold. So, you know, I've seen that happen a lot in these stakes. You know, these are my usual stakes, $10 and $25. So, you know, $5 isn't too far off from those stakes that I usually play. So I'm pretty comfortable getting my money in here on table 2. So let's see what happens. He bets pot. I check raise in pot. He tanks for a bit, and I believe he folds. And he does. You know, pretty good pot for us. And on to the next hand. Table 2, we have 7, 8, Queen 5 double suited on the big blind, so we go ahead and check it. You know, it's an okay hand to play for free. Pick up a 8 high flush draw on the turn. You know, we still don't got much, so we're gonna fold to the bet by Morass 4. Table 5, we have ace 4 suited with jacks, under the gun raise. You know, it's a pretty good hand to play in position. You know, we have a set mining value, nut flush drawing value. So if we get something good on the flop, we'll go from there. Button calls. Table 4, we have aces with 6-9 suited with the ace also suited. Pretty good hand open under the gun. The thing about these stakes is that you will get some callers when you raise under the gun. I mean, these players love to see flops love to see flops no matter their position or sometimes even their cards. I mean, they'll just call you with some god awful cards that if they hit they'll go with. Let's pause this for a second. Table 4, we get 3-bet by the button, and I've seen button do some crazy stuff. But in either case, we have pretty good aces with the aces suited. So I'm gonna go ahead and 4-bet this guy and try to get all our money in pre-flop. Table 5, we have ace, king, 6, queen, double suited. We're going to go ahead and raise, I believe. Let's pause this. Table 4, 9, 3, 7, dry. I don't think he hit this board. So I'm going to c-bet. Usually I c-bet less than this, but I'm pretty much pot committed at this point after a c-bet anyway, so might as well try to get all our money in as soon as possible. So if he has a set or two pair, it's unfortunate, but we played our hand right, in my opinion, pre and post flop. So we'll see what happens. We get raised and we just put it all in. Let's go ahead and pause it. He 3-bet us, the undergun raiser, with 6, 7, 9 of hearts with the naked king. I'm not really like I said, he was bluffer 22. He did some crazy things, and like I said, he did something crazy. 3-betting someone under the gun. Usually, they have a very strong hand if they're competent. But yeah, like I said, at these stakes you'll find some players that are just crazy and do some wacky stuff, 3-betting, 4-betting, with terrible cards or out of position, both. So obviously he outdrew us, but like I said, I'm happy the way I played the hand, pre and post. I mean, I highly doubt a 9 and a 7 is in his range. So yeah, sorry about the phone call, guys. Give me a sec here, and I'll just go ahead and do this. And we run a runner of flush on table 4 to win the hand. Justice prevails. Table 4, we have 10s with ace deuce suited. Pretty good hand to see for free. Go ahead and pause. Table 5, we get a 8-8-3 flop, very dry. And we get donk betted by the big blind. If it was checked to us, this is a flop that will happily c-bet because a high pair is greatly in our range, and usually most players will miss this flop. I'm really confused by the donk bet because I don't know if he has an 8 or a 3 or pocket 3s or a pocket pair. Obviously all of those hands that I just listed beats us. So I'm really confused by this move. If he has an 8, I would think he would try to check raise. If he has pocket 3s, I can see him betting out maybe to protect his hand. Maybe he's afraid of a higher full house, which is certainly plausible in Omaha. You have 4 cards instead of just 2. So yeah, at this point, we have some backdoor flush draws. I'm really confused by this spot, so I just decided to fold. You know, I don't. I have. I'm just really confused by this spot, so I just decided to fold. So, you know, let's see what happens. Table 4, pretty kind of bad flop. So we're just going to check. River's a king, another, another bad card for our hand. Just try to get the showdown. Hopefully our hand is good. Table 3, we have 5-8 king 4 double suited. And we pick up an open ender with top pair. We get bet out by the button, and I decided to fold because there's a lot of better draws out there, and one of them actually hits with the queen hearts, and then the river pairs, so it really would have killed my hand had I hit my straight or anything like that. So I'm glad I folded post flop. He had top 2 pair with the open ender as well, so my hand was pretty much crushed post flop. Table 2, I thought about isolating, but I decided against it because my hand wasn't well coordinated after the ace of 6, 8 deuce diamonds. You know, I want the supporting 3 cards to be more coordinated, but if I was button, maybe I would have done it, but at these stakes, a lot of people will call. Let me pause this for a second. Table 5, we pick up Jack 6, 7, 8, 3 hearts, and it was min raised to us, so I decided just to call. But in these spots, you gotta be careful because you can easily be dominated. It's a multi-way pot, and I'm playing out of position, so I'm just gonna try to play this as cautiously as possible. And since we flopped 3 of a kind, try to get the showdown as cheaply as possible because, like I said, we could be dominated. And the original raiser c-bets really weakly, which confuses the heck out of me. I'm putting an ace as his range. So yeah, I'm not really sure. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and play it back. Table 4, 5, 7, 7, 6, 5, 7 suited. It's a pretty good hand to raise from the button. Table 5, button calls, and it's a little alarming that someone else calls. He could have, a higher 7 than me, or, yeah, H7, King 7, Queen 7, obviously beats me, and, if he has A7, he could slow play a little bit, and, because he has the nuts, not the nuts, but second nuts. So, but I don't think he's thinking anyone has aces if he does have ace-7 because he obviously reduces those outs or the possibility of having someone else having aces. So, I'm kind of cautious at this point, but I have 3 of a kind, so I really can't fold for the bet amount. So let's see what happens. A king, another bad card. A7, king 7 won't be folding, and even if I hit my full house with a jack, I don't think my hand is good. I just said a call anyways, just to see what's going on, look up the button maybe. And the river comes a king, so obviously I don't think my hand is good anymore. We checked around, and button did have a7. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. It's a 15-minute time limit, so thank you for watching. This is Defender of Angels signing out.